Hi folks, hi family. Don't know if you can see that. It's really bright in the skyline, but through the phone it's quite faint. Okay, and that's Alexa. Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 12:50 a.m.
Alexa, what date is it? Alexa, what's the date?
It's Monday the 16th of October.
Okay, this is going to be very brief. Hi family, I've not enlarged it yet. This is just me looking up and pointing the phone to the skyline without zooming in or anything else. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in, and there is another craft that's cloaked, and it is a craft, not consciousness circle. Now I'm going to make this very brief. I said this yesterday, not yesterday. Actually, there were crafts surrounding the flats yesterday. For some reason, I couldn't film them. And so I was going to carry on and do just a brief summary, what I talked about previously. If that's okay, family. And they've told me not to be so, my family instructed me not to be so modest or not beat around the bush regarding things that they've told me. Okay, so especially regarding family looking out for me and being protected, and there are certain individuals, just don't be so modest and just say, okay, out of the billions of people that have been on this earth. Is that correct, family? I can't see my glasses there. Is that correct, family? So they told me not to be so modest, so I'm not going to be on this one. I said previously, and it was about, I said, I've all been showed you about the moon, and when I asked the moon to expand, and it's just sort of like to clarify what my family wanted me to do, wanted me to show ordinary people out there. This is ordinary. I'm a working class black woman. Could do. This is not going to happen to these fake psychics, to these UFO experts, apparently, to people who call themselves who are awakened. And I keep repeating this, can't fucking speak in my breath. This is going to happen to ordinary people. This is happening to ordinary people, okay? This contact and your contact with your clan, your family, with your God, whatever you want to call it, will happen to ordinary people. You don't have to fucking meditate for 10 hours a day, turn vegetarian, turn vegan. All you got to do is not be a fucking nonce, and don't be a racist. Don't be hate-filled, okay? And even though I swear like a bitch possessed when it comes to the Creech Beast and the targeting program, my aura, generally who I am as a human being, is not hate-filled. Is that correct, family? Okay, I'm not a racist. I'm not. I've never have been a racist. And people say, oh, children don't know the difference and they can't see the difference. Yes, they can. Don't be so fucking thick. It's me swearing again. And the people and the surveys and the theories that say that are the very people that are controlling society, are the very entities that, because they've got call themselves professionals and they've got letters after their names or before their names, we are supposed to take their word for everything. This ain't supposed to be happening, folks. If you've been watching my videos, this ain't supposed to be happening, is it? It's illogical. Okay, little rant over. Okay, I eat meat, I swear, I drink, I smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes or weed, so don't come after me, police. But sort of like herbal. And even do that, not as I swapped that from smoking tobacco when the targeting was in place, because I didn't want the stress of additional smoking. That's a long story, I'm not going to go into it. I'm rambling now. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not homophobic. there's a lot of things. I'm not hate-filled. I don't need to put other cultures down, other people's down, to bolster my self-esteem. Okay, so I'm going to do this very briefly. This contact, like I explained previously, was predestined to happen to me. Is that correct, family? Before my birth, okay? They must have known my character, no matter where I was born in the world, would be sort of constant. Is that correct? Unless something really catastrophic happened to me in my life. But my character was going to remain, you know, pretty constant. Is that correct, family? I'm getting our mates. I'm going to make this very brief, and they're fading in and out. Basically, all the troubles that I've had in life, all the issues and worries and struggles, I've come through them, and it's not embittered me. Even the targeting has not embittered me. The people involved, that's a different story. I can see these fuckers burn to hell right in front of me, and I wouldn't rush to piss on them to save them. Seriously, I wouldn't rush to piss on any of these creatures that are involved in the targeting programme to save them. And we're quite happy with that. Like I said at the very beginning, is that correct, family? So this is not coming for somebody that's like, I'm very peaceful and very forgiving. There's a thing about forgiveness I want to go on about. I'm trying to rush it and I'm getting myself out of breath. So I hope I'm making sense and I'm not rambling on. Okay, my family told me not to be so humble, and the reason why it's not modest and go, oh, look at me, look at that. Hold me nothing. It's taking it in myself, the information I've got. Okay, so like a few weeks ago now, so I'm not doing it false modesty, it's just me taking in the information. Okay, like I said at the very beginning of the targeting programme, I sort of swore to, even before my family were ever in the picture, I knew in my soul, and I said that everybody that's involved in the targeting programme, first, is not human. They have no soul. Nobody could be involved in this programme that would be human, considered to have a human soul. 1, and 2, that I will fuck them up when I die. Nothing on this earth could happen to them. No matter court sentence, no matter public shaming, nothing could happen to them that would be justified and warrant and equal the punishment regarding their involvement in the targeting programme and targeting me and what they do. Okay? My human rights, my autonomy as a human being has been eroded by this, and the amount of people that are aware of it, that are going along with it because they think it's fucking funny, because they're having a laugh over it, because they think they're part of the system now, and all this is because it's protect a fucking rapist and racist, literally. And these people, go and look at Dudley Council. I'm naming these people out. I'm calling these fucking people out. I'm not saying it's the system, it's West Midlands Police. Go and look who the West Midlands Police Crime Commissioner is and who has been. Have a look at his incentive and his policies and his campaigns. Go and look at Dudley Council's MPs and who was involved. I've told you, I've named the convicted rapist so many times. Paul Burgess. This is the core of why my targeting began, and everybody involved, including the latest bunch of fuckwits, the local MPs in Darley Abbey, the local Dudley Count and Derby Homes, Hayley Bennett, and everybody else at Derby Homes that's involved. Why do you think that you're getting all facials and you're getting all this? Because you've got entity attachments. Do you think they're going to bypass you? So I'm going to call it Bennett insectoid because she has got an insectoid, and because she's part of this programme. She became a part of this programme because, like most of them, they have a personality defect. So you could call them a personality disorder. So you can call them psychopaths, sociopaths, covert narcissists. You know, we don't like these terms, folks. So sadists, basically, various forms of sadist in the way they approach life. So they hide behind these job titles and their jobs. And I'm going off on one. So yeah, so the people involved, they are not human. And I keep saying this so people get it into their fucking heads. They are not human. They have no human soul. They may have been conned in the beginning, but now everybody knows it's to do with control and sexual deviance. Everybody knows. Okay, no matter if they're targeting me or somebody else, because this is a worldwide thing. And like I said previously, is that correct, family? Okay, everybody that's involved in the targeting program, whether they're targeting an individual or as a group, knows that at the core it's to control humanity. Okay, people involved are not human. They have no human soul. They have no connection to the Creator. And you've heard the recordings themselves when they say there is no God. Everybody's got entity attachments, meaning they think everybody's got demons attached to them. Everybody's got insectoids or greys or whatever, literally demons attached to them. They think the Prime Minister's got what he has, got entities attached to him. And these are the dregs of society that are doing this. They haven't got the people, most of the people that are on the ground that are part of the targeting programme are like the pissheads or the racist or the people with the pathetics of society that are embittered because they're not handsome, they're not rich and they're not clever, so they will focus on a group to blame their frustrations on. Okay, so whether it's females, if it's different ethnicities, I can't say this, look, I said this before, sometimes I do actually try to surprise myself, just say the word quickly. It's in my head, just say it quickly. Still can't say it. The pathetics of societies, okay? And the core of it is, like I keep saying, is control and sexual deviance. I've said previously the amount of sex offenders that are involved is 75% sexual deviants that were involved in the targeting programme. Is that correct, family? In fact, I think it's more than that. Is that correct? And because the programme is so perverse, people watching this are going to be shocked. People watching my videos regarding targeting are going to be shocked because it is so fucking perverse. It is so horrifying. Let's think, no, I've seen your MPs and they're lovely people, Labour supporters, and I've seen your councillors and your councillor stands for this, and Derby Home stands for this, and Dublin, no, they've said anti-racist policies they've got in place, and anti-violence against women they've got in place, and that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it, to hide behind and mock humanity. This is a programme that's operating within society that's been created by these parasitic entities, and they think they're part of this culture now, part of this society that has ruled mankind, that shouldn't be on here. That's why I say when I see these creatures, I see a dark mass. Their energy is not part of the earth. When I talk about portals, their energy is not part of the earth. Anyway, I think I've done a sort of groundwork there. Just seen walk past. Literally, and even in the darkness, right, there's a black mass surrounds them. Is that correct, family? One's just walked past and a black mass surrounded it. It's blacker than the night. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Anyway, my family confirmed, not just me saying when it first started and praying to a god or making a ritual to a god or saying, you know, I want these fucking beasts smited, or, you know, whatever happens to them, this is going to carry on after I die. I know our souls. I know that I'm going to fucking come after these beasts after I die. That's just a given, okay? I didn't know that. There must have been something inside of me that knew that. And this is before, like I said, contact with my family, before energies. Loads of things have happened apart from this, folks, apart from this. but there's something in my psyche that must have known this. Okay, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I forgot when, my family came back to me and said that people that I've met, people that were close to me, the energies that were close to me, regarding in my family group, so in my energetic group, we are all energies. Our bodies are just the containers. We're all energies. So people in our energetic groups, you would have seen them. So when I say ex-boyfriend Wayne, he's one of them. And my grandfather, look at the picture I've got up, is my grandfather, he's one of them. Plus others as well. You are connected. We are connected to hundreds of thousands of beings. It's a flying craft. As soon as I mention Wayne, oh bless him. Can you see it? You can see the green light where the creature beasts are trying to do it with their laser pen. This is what I mean. This is the creatures they've got. You see it flying past. And it's you see it moving. Thank you. I was going to say your name, call him an endearment, but I won't. Thank you, Wayne. I've enlarged it. Okay, his involvement, right at the beginning, they told me yes, he was involved and my grandfather was involved, and then for years, literally this has been going on for years, folks, so this is not like it's just started a few weeks ago. This has been going on for years, as anybody that's looked at my post will know this, okay? So at the beginning it says, yes, one of the people involved, and other people as well, sort of dreamt other people that are involved. This is what I mean about not being racist. You'd be surprised who you're linked with and how they present themselves, what ethnic groups they present themselves as. And as far as ethnic groups out there, I've seen so many different humans so many different ethnic groups that I've called the protectors, okay, that have look at so many different ethnic groups that are on this earth that have probably been extinct, that you'd be surprised. Not one of them had blonde hair, blue eyes. Sorry folks if you've got blonde hair, blue eyes. Not one of them had blonde hair, blue eyes. Is that correct, family? I think, like I've said previously, the lightest one, and I've sort of pacified and sort of pacified what I've said as not to offend people. This is not the time, I've been told as well, just to say what it is, okay? I think the lightest one has been white, like Wayne's white, and in this incarnation he was white, okay? So it's not to do with your DNA, your ethnicity. Try to say it again, couldn't say it. It's to do with your soul and how you are. If you've decided that you're superior to every other race, if you think you're going back to your clan, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And if you've caused shit for another race, there's another one flying up, I might get that one, because of their ethnic group. The mass genocides that's been created around the world, like I said, with colonialism, slavery, everybody that's been a part of that's governed that to happen, so-called humans, not the soldiers, but the people that said, yes, we're going to put this in place now, are being tortured now. There's always comeback for our behaviour. It's okay, so on a mass scale, is that correct, family? And there's people that they've put up as heroes so that we, as human beings, they've fucking fucked up history, so we have changed history and they've denied what they really are, but they've put them up as heroes. If I was to say the name of person, two, just in the UK, of the public figures, well-known public figures that are being tortured now because of their what they have done to humanity, people will be in uproar and they wouldn't believe it. Is that so, family? because their public image has been so guarded and so media hyped up, that we are supposed to worship them. History books have been fucking falsified. The history of just UK has been falsified in a very short amount of time. 100 years is nothing. So these people and their true nature of what they are, people in inverted commas, there's another craft flying past as well, upwards. I might get it in a minute, another one. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so it's not just public figures. Like I said previously, my father, Newton Campbell, anybody knows him will know who I mean, was a horrible human being. Back on track. He has been tortured. So it's not just in his death. Okay, and he came to me actually with my granddad, sort of like leading him, and he asked for my forgiveness in a dream. This is before all this started, obviously after he died, and I said no, I wouldn't forgive him. Okay, and then he went away, and I had the choice. My granddad said, you know, and he didn't introduce themselves as my maternal grandfather. I just knew he was this person. Okay, and they sort of brought my dad, and my dad said, you know, and it's the first time I've called him dad. I don't normally even refer to him as dad. I've never called him dad in real life when he was living, or father, or even as a child. So I'm saying that now, and I'm going to come back to that, sort of like even as a child, if you're connected to higher beings, and you know the world's fucked up, the children, you'd be amazed how much children take in, and how much we indoctrinate them into whatever culture they are born in, and how much we dismiss what they say to fit in to society, or not to be embarrassed by them. But I can remember as a child knowing he was fucked up as a parent, knowing that he didn't even try as a parent. So I never called him father. I can remember thinking he's not worthy of the title to be called father, or daddy, or dad, or whatever. So I never. And this is from me, from as little as I can remember. Is that true, family? Okay. So there's going to be some of you who will know this, who'll know that from a very young age, and you didn't give a shit. And I was quite shy. I wasn't really shy, quite shy. I was painfully shy as a child. Not rebellious in nature in any way until I hit my teens. That's a different story altogether. But not rebellious in any way. Did a few bad things, nicked a few sweets there and a few things there, but nothing major. I never threw tantrums or anything like that, or swore or had an attitude. I was painfully shy as a child, but never called him father, or referred to him, or thought of him as a father. Is that true? Because he never acted one. I can remember even as a child that he wasn't worthy of the title to be called that. He just wasn't worthy. Okay, so going on, so he, like I said previously, is being tortured. This people, you don't know who you are. If you give in to these creatures, they've got you, they've won. Okay, you don't know who you are. So that spirit, even when as a child and being defiant, think he's not worthy of the title, I'm not going to call him that, has remained with me throughout life. So even though I'm facing fucking corrupt, sexual deviant, child molesting police officers and council workers and the local dregs, their title, that doesn't bother me. I'm not intimidated by their job title. I never have been. There's something about some people using their positions and to abuse their positions, whether it's a parent or their job, that fucking gets up my goat. That fucking just blows my mind. And I hate them for it. And that goes for the local MPs, that goes for people that just use their job title to cause abuse. That's one thing, and they didn't know this about me. If you see me in real life, you talk to me, my friends, I'm very passive, I'm very easygoing, I'm except when I talk about this and I'm going to swear. That is not in my nature. You won't find me speaking like this.